We've just been given a huge bug fix update for Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version. This update is rolling out right now for Minecraft players on iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation. Check your device's store for the version 1.19.30. Bear in mind, it can take up to 24 hours to reach everyone. Here's the confirmation from Jay Wells, Megaspud, our community manager. He said, thanks to everyone that has reported bugs to us through the bug tracker. You have spoken, we have listened. Check out all the bug fixes and tweaks in the Minecraft changelog for 1.19.30. Here, if you want it, the link's down below, but we're going to go through all of the changes. Great news, PlayStation players. Dan has confirmed to me that PlayStation has finally gotten the new Create World screen. A lot of you have still been waiting a very long time for this. It's now starting to roll out for PlayStation. I don't want to hear anybody complain about bug fix updates because this one is absolutely huge and very much needed for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. All right, let's get into this. Starting with vanilla parity, the gameplay parity changes modified the Fireball Entities collision box to match Java Edition. The enchanting table now produces a sound when enchanting an item. Apparently, this was missing. I had no idea at all, but that has been fixed as of today. It also says amethyst blocks no longer produce sound when jumping off them. So with this one, when you're on it, it makes a sound, right? But when you jump off it, there is no sound at all. Moving on to this one, it says fixed the bottom texture of the melon block to match the top texture. We got a bug report. It's been an issue for a very long time. Players have been asking for this change. It's finally been introduced. So this is what it looks like on Java Edition. And until today, this is what it looked like on Bedrock Edition. The front texture was the exact same underneath. And you can clearly see it right here. The bottom of the melon now matches the top, and all of the sides are still the same. I don't like this change. It says the item stack pop-up animation will now only play when a new item is added to the stack. So for Bedrock players, you guys know, when you were mining, your durability would pop in your hotbar on your specific item, obviously indicating that it's going down. They've kind of removed that, but I really like it. So I believe it only happens when you pick up an item, right? So we pick up an item, the block pops. It no longer happens with the likes of your shovel or tools, but honestly, I kind of like that feature. But as of today, it's no longer a thing. Fixed an issue where light blocks would be removed when placing an armor stand over them. We got a bug report. Placing an armor stand inside light block removes the light block. There is a video here showing you. So they have light block. They place down the armor stand and it disappears. Let me show you what happens now. So now with this, you have a light block. You put this, let's say we put this to level 15, which is the highest. We put this inside of there. It's still there. It's basically inside of it, rather than the armor stand making it disappear. Changed some structures names in the /locate command to have underscores like in Java Edition. For example, Ancient City is now ancient_city. The old names will still work, but will not show up in the command option. So with this, how this works is if you do /locate and you do structure, you type in Ancient City, it's now ancient_city. They are saying that Ancient City will still work, but in the future versions, that is going to get removed. So you need to get used to typing in /locate structure and then ancient_city. So again, just a parity change like Java Edition. They have fixed an issue where boats with chests would not drop the chest's contents when destroyed by the /kill command. We got a bug report. Pretty simple, been an issue for a little bit of time here. Chest boats do not drop themselves or their contents when killed with the /kill command. Eating a stew will now leave the empty bowl in the slot it was eaten from. We got a bug report. Here is the bug report. Watch what happens when this person eats this stew. So what happens here is the stew just drops on the floor randomly. As you can see there, that's not meant to happen. It's meant to stay inside of your inventory. Such a strange bug, but fixed as of today. Okay, I'm hungry now. So watch what happens when I eat the mushroom stew. We consume it. It doesn't drop on the floor. And it just stays in the same slot. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm about to show you another pretty cool bug fix. Drinking a potion will now leave the empty glass bottle in the slot you drank it from, rather than the first empty inventory slot. We got a bug report. Been reported for a very long time. In fact, it was created back in 2017. Water bottles change inventory slot when used. This person was drinking it here and it changed to the next slot. That no longer happens as of today. So I'm going to drink this in the first slot. He's in the first slot. We're going to drink this in the fourth one. He's in the fourth one. Drink this in the eighth one. It stays there as well. If wood was still standing, that's not going to happen today. Let me show you. We grab ourselves a flint and steel. We start setting these on fire here. These instantly disappeared. The oak one is now on fire. I gotta be careful that we don't burn all my signs here. And let's see what is going to be standing last. But yeah, the oak one has disappeared here. The mangrove one, which was this one, also on this side, has now disappeared. So yeah, they're all now flammable. Although these are taking a little bit longer to disappear, but trust me, they will all disappear. Let's move on to mobs. Fixed Hoglin and Zoglin hitbox size and hit range to match Java Edition. We got a bug report. Been reported throughout a lot of versions. In fact, it was reported back in 2020. Basically, the sizes were wrong and changed today. Increased Skulk Shrieker and Skulk Sensor generation rates in Deep Dark and Ancient Cities to better match Java Edition. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a little bit more tougher down there. So, these are going to be more common, along with these, which obviously is going to summon the Warden. However, unfortunately, in this version, it doesn't look like the developers have fixed mobs other than the Warden spawning in Ancient Cities and Deep Darks. I think that's the next update, which kind of sucks, really. Modified the cat's head position while sitting to match Java Edition. We got a bug report. Cat heads are placed 1 pixel higher when sitting. So this is what it looks like on Java Edition, and this is what it looks like on Bedrock Edition. That head be thick, but yep, that's fixed today. So yeah, you'll see here that it fits perfectly here. It's kind of hard to show you, but you can see it there. Looks like Java Edition. If a villager has a name tag, it is now displayed along with their trade tier. We got a bug report. Villagers don't show names while trading. So if you named it, let's say Vinny, it should say Vinny, which is a Fletcher. That was not possible on Bedrock until today. So I've got Jimmy as a name tag. If we just go inside of here, it says Clerk, which is a novice. If we name him, it's now going to say Jimmy, which is a novice. Spectator mode still in experimental. Let's read the change log. There was a huge amount of changes with spectator mode in this version. I'm not going to go through all of them. Feel free to pause it or read the change log for yourself. But I will go through some of the more important ones. I have a cape. If I go to / game mode spectator, the cape now disappears. That did not happen previously. You would be a floating head with a cape. Alongside, whenever we go through or into cauldrons with lava now, it's no longer showing a burning animation and you can kind of get inside of it. This also applies with this. There's no fog effect, is what I'm going to call it, with the powdered snow. Hello, he's quite nosy. If we go back to game mode creative here, and we have ourselves a piggy here. So we take this off and we're holding this. We go back to game mode spectator. The leash pops off and the animal is no longer going to be following you. That is also the same with mobs that you are tempting. He's following me. Goodbye, piggy. He's disappeared. he should come back and probably notice that we have carrots, as you guys can see there. Also, what applies here is if you look at an Enderman in spectator mode, they are no longer gonna get angry and show you those angry eyes. Also, Big Drip Leaf no longer moves when you're in spectator mode. There has been tons of changes to spectator mode. I really hope this is leading up to the hardcore game mode. Quick fire round. Fixes, focusing on performance and stability. Fixed a bug that really caused the villager's bounding box to become desynced with the server when sleeping. Fixed a bug causing an occasional crash when loading players in beds. The game no longer crashes when browsing the marketplace. Fixed a crash that could occur when resuming the game on Xbox. Fixed a bug where deleting cloud synced worlds would not delete the cloud version of the world when the player deletes that world locally. Fixed PlayStation 4 audio stuttering issues while frame rate is low, and we do have a bug report. So this is a sound issue. Listen to this. Kind of crazy. All the sounds are amplified. This can get quite loud. So yeah, if you had that issue, that no longer happens as of today. Fixed a crash issue related to undyed shulkers. Most common marketplace connection issues will now automatically resolve themselves when conditions improve without needing to restart Minecraft. We got a bug report. So I've experienced this one. I know Switch players have for a long time, unable to open Marketplace or edit skins after new update. So Marketplace is like this, or it's like this. This one is the most common one. Now, you no longer have to restart your game because internally, the game will kind of fix itself. You're just gonna have to be patient. Fixed performance issue when striders are being ridden by baby striders. Fixed a crash that would occur on some devices when loading in worlds with texture packs applied. Fixed a crash when uploading a world with no name using Play on Realm button. A lot of stability and fixes. Moving on to gameplay. It says music is now included in the mobile app and no longer has to be downloaded from the marketplace. iOS and Android players, I'm pretty sure this applies to both of you. I've had so many people saying, I can't find the music. That is because they reduced the file size and the music is now installed automatically on the app. I think it's a pretty good change. Fixed an issue where player would see inside of Top Snow when diving into it while wearing the Elytra. Fireballs can no longer travel through portals to prevent an issue where they could become permanently stuck, and we have a bug report. Gassed fireballs go through portals. So if we check this one out here, shooting a fireball, instead of it attacking you, it goes through the portal and it goes like this, which is causing some issues. So now that no longer happens. Let me show you what happens. So I've got a flint and steel. I'm just going to go / summon a ghast. Just gonna light this up. I'm just gonna go to / game mode survival here. So now when it shoots you, it goes all the way, like it goes through the portal. It doesn't go into the portal. It comes through it. So yeah, be very careful now. But I guess it's a good fix. Pressing the Control and Alt keys together will no longer make the Alt key get stuck down. Moving on to mobs. It says Enderman no longer gets angry at creative players. So if you had an Enderman and you looked at it in the eyes, for some reason in creative it would get mad. Obviously it couldn't attack you because you were in creative, but that was fixed as of today. But also good news, fixed a bug causing leads to break with the allays after the owner player changes dimensions. This was not only with the allay, this was also wolves and pigs and any other mob that you attached it with a lead. Whenever you went through here, they would basically break off and you could kind of lose the mobs. Finally has been fixed. It says the goat's ram animation was modified to slowly lower their head when preparing to ram, and we do have a bug report. Goat's ram attack behavior animation is a bit different from Java. This is what it looks like on Bedrock Edition. You'll notice that when they duck their head, it's like one slow motion. And this is what it looks like on Java Edition. When they now bow their heads down to attack you, it's in a slower motion rather than a quick animation. That was fixed as of today. The only problem with this and me trying to show you this is I can't really tell who's going to be the angry goat since it's RNG and they just do it whenever they feel like it. But yeah, keep an eye on the goats and when they ram, you will notice a difference. It says reduced the Enderman's teleport range to 32 by 32 by 32 to ensure that it cannot despawn itself by teleporting. So this is going to help your Enderman XP farms. Allays and bees should no longer get stuck on lanterns or other hanging objects. This is back, but apparently fixed as of today. We got a bug report. I've went over this one so many times. Allay gets stuck in non-full blocks. They were getting stuck on lanterns, on glass, on trapdoors. They're saying it's fixed. Who knows? It might come back. But yeah, it's marked as resolved today. Education toggle NPC names default to only being displayed while looking at them. Moving on to blocks. Mud brick slab can now be placed as a top slab via commands. Banners now spawn correctly in newly generated structures, and we do have a bug report. So if you were visiting places like an outpost and the banners were missing, well, they are back. Also the same with End Cities, also the same with Woodland Mansions. So yeah, now you can find them in newly generated structures. Coral fans now look identical when placed facing north, west, east, and south. White glazed terracotta is no longer missing from the creative mode inventory and is once again accessible through commands. So this block right here was missing inside of the creative inventory. Well, they've put it back. It also says seagrass and kelp are no longer classified as coral decorations in the creative mode. And it says fixed a bug where some blocks that require a supporting block, for example, carpets or crops, did not appear on maps when placed on a non-full block or above an air block. And also iron bars are no longer missing from the creative inventory and can be accessed via command. So this has been missing for quite some time as well. So if you typed in iron bars, yeah, they just were not there. Pistons animation when extending and retracting is now smooth. We got a bug report. Been an issue for the last few versions. Piston arm animation is inconsistent and choppy. There's a slowed video here showing that the animation was quite laggy, choppy, inconsistent, and slow. But yeah, apparently it's fixed. I was spamming this earlier on to see if I can notice any differences. Seems to be working fine for me. If you're a redstone user, you'll probably notice a big difference there. It also says it is no longer possible to get an aged sapling in the inventory by pick blocking. I think this is related to the mangrove tree because the non-fully grown mangrove propagules, which are technically saplings, even when they were like half grown, people could pick block them. That's no longer a thing. Moving on to the items changes. Fixed dropped items getting stuck at the edge of flowing water. When on fire, the fire overlay no longer clips through held items. We got a bug report. Blocks and most items clip through first person overlay when held. So you'll see here, this is not meant to be over the fire. It's meant to be behind the fire. So this is slightly broken and I'm going to show you that it's been fixed. So fire, we'll grab ourselves a grass block, put ourselves on fire. You'll see that the grass block is now behind, or should I say in front of the fire texture, rather than it being the other way around. Mangrove crimson and warped planks can now be used to repair shields. Fixed regression, where an undamaged tool, such as a pickaxe, when named, changed on an anvil, would fail to work correctly when used for the first time. We got a bug report. Again, something I've showed you many, many times. When we play this and they name any item and try and use it for the first time, it doesn't work. But it does work for the second time. So really weird. Same for pickaxes. Same for any tool at all. So just to show you here, because he was also in creative, if we just do steel, let me change this to that. And we just do pickaxe like this. And we use it, we can use it straight away. And we use it, we can use it straight away. It no longer stops you from using it. User interface. It says fixed a bug where the name tag background was slightly offset, and we do have a bug report. Let me show you. So name tag is offset. With this one, the text will be closer to the top of the black border there rather than in the middle. And I've got the same name and a kitty here. You'll see here that the text is now centered. Fixed a UI bug where enchanted leather items would have parts of the texture not displaying the glint animation. Added new disconnection error message to better highlight the area in which the disconnection occurred. Character creator offers in Marketplace will no longer lose their thumbnail images upon exiting the dressing room. Added a retry button to the Xbox Cloud Synced prompt. Item stacks now are merged together after assigned tick threshold. Added a missing settings button on packs in the updated Create New World screen. Added a new disconnection error message. Unable to connect, please restart your client. Fixed an issue causing messages with non-Unicode characters to have incorrect spacing. NPC names now default to only being displayed while looking at them. The arrow within the crafting pocket UI now fits appropriately without any clipping issues. The cannot connect to Marketplace error will no longer be erroneously read by the text-to-speech reader. Raid bar no longer becomes stuck after breaking beds to cancel a raid. We do have a bug report. Raid bar becomes stuck after breaking or sleeping in beds or killing the villager to cancel a raid. So basically, you could glitch out your raids just by sleeping in a bed or breaking it. You can't do that anymore. Moving on to graphical, great news. Player textures and UI elements should no longer turn pink after playing for an extended period of time on highly populated servers. We do have a bug report. This has been around for a very long time, but officially today they're marking it as resolved, the pink glitch. Anyone who ever experienced the pink glitch, they're saying as of today, it is gone. So yeah, let me know if you experienced this anymore. Fixed an issue where certain water textures with waterlogged blocks displayed the wrong texture. We do have a bug report. Also been around for quite some time. Waterloggable blocks have glitchy rendering when placed next to other waterloggable blocks, and this is what it was looking like. And a lot of people were having issues with them. They're saying today it's been fixed. Fixed an issue with flowing lava and water textures not animating on some iOS devices. Sky in the end dimension will no longer look like static upon entry while it is raining in the overworld. And we have a bug report. Here is the report and here is the video. So I did show you this one before. If it was raining and you entered a portal while it was raining, you had like the static background. I just thought it was part of the game, to be honest with you. So it's raining. Come on, enter this portal and show everybody. So yeah, that static background shouldn't happen anymore. And last but not least, technical updates. Let's read the changelog. When I say there's a lot of technical updates, there is a lot. They've updated the add-on templates for the latest version. Copy coordinates, things have changed. General commands, tons of changes. If you like the technical side of Minecraft, the link is down below. I always see people complain and say Bedrock is buggy, and yes, it is, and we need more bug fix updates, and yes, we do, and that is exactly what the developers have delivered today. Let me know what you think about this, and if anybody made it this far in today's video, let me know in the comment section, because you really are the MVP. These videos take a very, very long time to do, so I hope somebody appreciates it. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.